Hi, I'm Kyle, a tired therapist.
And I'm Jackie, also a tired therapist.
And together, we are
Two tired therapists. Welcome to the pod.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas,
Happy Hanukkah,
everything,
Kwanzaa.
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. If you celebrate nothing,
Happy Christmas Kindle Mart.
happy winter.
Winter? Yeah, what's the pagan holiday? What's it called? I should know that.
No, I don't know. I know
Well,
it's spring one.
Happy anyways. Happy
whatever you celebrate.
Happy whatever you
We'll
celebrate.
be inclusive.
Of course.
It's that time of year.
It's that time of
It's
year.
the most wonderful time of the year.
Question mark?
But there's so many things that make us tired during this time of the year.
There sure are.
Including how dark it is very early,
Well,
but
right.
we won't include that one.
It's about 2:30 and it's pitch black.
Correct.
Yeah.
Kyle, what are you tired of?
Well,
Keeping in the holiday Christmas theme.
Of course. It's another controversial and brave.
Oh, good. You're going to get canceled once more.
I'm definitely going to get canceled after this one. Last time it was Taylor Swift. This time, I'm sorry, it's Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas. All I Want for Christmas Is You, right? Is that what it is?
I'm with you on that.
I can't.
It's the most overplayed Christmas song.
Yeah.
Do you think she gets lots of money for that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure she gets royalties.
Has she even sang it live in a long? It's been years. I don't like it. It's too overplayed. Mm-mm.
No,
thank you.
No, don't like it.
Mm.
Nope, can't do it.
Mm-mm.
It's probably the only thing about the holidays I don't like because I love Christmas. I love everything about it.
It's not my favorite, but I don't dislike it.
Really?
I just like it.
I just like all the lights.
Yeah, I was say my favorite part is the lights.
I don't celebrate it. I mean, I like to give gifts and I like to get gifts, but that's about it.
Same.
What are you tired about? What's festively tired?
I will also do maybe a controversial yet brave thing that I think people in my life don't agree with, but I cannot stand it. I'm very tired of eggnog. I think it's disgusting.
That's a good one.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think I like it either.
No.
It's too thick.
No, it looks gross.
Looks like snot.
And the fact that it's egg, like I don't want to drink an egg.
No.
And I don't even think that's really what it is, but
Not
I don't
anymore.
care.
It probably used to be.
Probably. And
Back in the
they
day.
used to put, no, thank you.
It had booze in it. Well, I could be persuaded maybe.
No, I still couldn't be persuaded. The color and the texture of it is just not my thing. And I know it's like milk, I guess. That's probably the most similar thing, but
thick.
it's too
It's thick.
No thanks. Eggnog
No.
is I'm tired of that.
I'm that way too. I don't like milkshakes and stuff. I don't like that thick liquid.
I don't mind milkshakes, but the eggnog just for whatever reason makes me ill.
Yeah.
So it's a
feel
it's a
that.
hard tired for me.
I agree.
But
I agree.
Today is Christmas.
It is.
Sort of.
Yeah. Clearly we're not recording on Christmas.
Christmas adjacent.
Christmas adjacent.
We'll use it as Christmas adjacent. So we're going to talk about Christmas characters and maybe their mental health diagnoses.
Oh.
And if you agree or not agree.
Right.
Do you have a favorite Christmas movie or holiday movie?
Well, so I love How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the one with Jim Carrey.
Haven't seen it, but sure.
Of course you haven't.
Seen the cartoon version.
Right. No, I love that one. And then my Christmas tradition with myself is on Christmas Eve, I always watch The Family Stone.
Oh, you and my mother would get along famously. That's like her favorite holiday movie of all time.
And it's not even, I mean, it just
it's a good movie.
It
Great
just
movie.
happens around the holidays. It's not technically a holiday movie,
it's not a it's a good movie though.
But I watch it every Christmas Eve by myself because no one else wants to watch it with me. And I just love it. I don't know why.
It's a good movie. I have I have seen.
Well, thank God.
Right. As I do this episode about Christmas movies, and I've watched approximately 2 of them.
Why did we allow this? Why did we let the person who's probably never watched a movie in her entire life, because everyone we talk about you've never seen.
Oh, correct.
And then we give you the Christmas movie.
Sure, I know.
To look up.
It's good for me. It builds character.
So it helps you feel included.
I do have a favorite holiday movie, and it is a tradition that Justin and I have recently started in the last, 3 or 4 years, is on Netflix, the Christmas Prince series. Have you ever seen it?
No.
It's so bad.
I've never heard of it. Sounds terrible.
Oh, you'll have to come over and watch it with us because I feel like you would enjoy it. There's like 3 movies, and it's this. The plot is this woman is a journalist. She goes to this fake country. I don't even remember what it's called.
Is this like a Hallmark movie?
Sokovia? No, that's Marvel. Some other country.
Wakanda.
Wakanda. She goes to some random country in Europe, and she pretends to be a teacher of the prince's sister, so like the princess, and she like does this whole story because he has to I think he has to get married or something, or he has to, I don't know, he's gonna become king, whatever. It's so bad. It's good. Justin and I watch it every holiday season now.
Awful.
Oh my God, it's
Do
awful.
they like fall in love? And
yes, they fall in love.
So it's like a Hallmark movie.
Yes, and they find out that she's not who she says she is, and she leaves the country. And then what's his name? King Richard goes and finds her in New York.
Is it like animated, or is this real people?
No, it's real.
Any famous people? Or
I wouldn't say as such.
Or like people we know.
I mean, maybe they're famous now because I wish they would make another one. We are undecided if they have, but it's a Christmas Prince, and then it's a Christmas Prince, a royal wedding. The second one is where they get married, and the third one is a Christmas Prince baby, and they have a baby, obviously. I don't know which one is the best. I think truly probably the first one is the best. Maybe the second one is pretty good too. The third one's not good.
It really sounds like you like them all.
Well, we've just gotten, I don't know. We were like, there was one December where we were like, what should we watch? And we were like, let's watch this movie. It was so bad. We laughed all the way through it. The best part is the main character's name is Amber, and their weird accents of European and like British accent. They're like, Amber. And like, that's what they call her.
They're clearly not actually
right.
British.
And so sometimes Justin and I will look at each other and be like, Amber. It doesn't make sense. They're like British. They're like a cross between British and like, I don't know. Something German. I don't know. Yeah, something. It's very
sounds awful.
That's my favorite Christmas
sounds very
movie.
very cringe.
Yeah, it is very it is very cringe.
Why don't you just say the classics, like, I don't know, Christmas Story, or like It's a Wonderful Life?
I hate It's a Wonderful Life, but that's part of this episode today.
Oh, great.
I have seen that movie many times, so
good.
I have actually, that's one of the ones I've actually
you'll
seen.
know what you're talking about with that one at least.
Right, unlike my real life where I never know what I'm talking about.
Right. Here we are.
So
here we are.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? So there was a person online that I found, is a licensed marriage and family therapist. His name is Joshua Nichols. I Googled, Christmas characters with mental illness, and his website was the first thing that came up because he wrote a lovely article about 10 years ago about all these Christmas characters. Some I did not agree with, so I did not include, but I included the ones that I felt like were accurate for what they were. The first one is the Grinch, as you have already said. Mm-hmm. So How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Mm-hmm. I have not seen the Jim Carrey version. I have seen I've seen the cartoon version. So this LMFT, Joshua Nichols, so I'm going to credit him because don't come for us.
Yeah.
Don't come for us.
Thank you, Josh.
So he diagnosed the Grinch with intermittent explosive disorder and adjustment disorder with mixed disturbance of emotions and conduct. Thoughts?
Okay. Yeah.
I can see it for the plot of the whole movie, because it's the Grinch is sort of like an outcast of this town. He wants to ruin Christmas basically, and then he meets Cindy Lou Who teaches him the meaning of life, and then his heart grows 3 sizes. Right. And not that would be a medical episode probably.
But maybe.
But I was like, I don't know. The intermittent explosive disorder, I was like, okay.
I mean,
he gets angry.
He's just mad all the time.
He's kind of like a grouch.
Can you only diagnose children with that?
No, you can diagnose adults with that.
Can you?
Yes, I've had a client with that.
Yeah, I guess adjustment disorder makes sense because he does become that way because he's like outcast from the
right.
Like that's what the Jim Carrey version goes into.
Yes.
You probably haven't seen that part, but he's basically, as a baby, he's accidentally given to the wrong family.
Oh my!
Because I guess they don't have sex. They're delivered by storks and this.
Sure, as that happens in Dr. Seuss.
But then basically he tries to give a gift to someone he thinks is cute, and then they make fun of him, and he he gets made fun of. So that would make sense, adjustment, because it's a trauma, but I wouldn't say it's like PTSD.
No,
just so that would make sense.
Adjustment disorder.
I think he kind of has like antisocial too, because he's like going against like societal norms of like Whoville, which is to celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, I thought another thing potentially you could consider would be like major depressive disorder, because he's like removed from society. I'm sure he's not super happy with that. And a symptom of depression can be anger. Like you can be angry at stuff. Yeah, it can be. I don't know. I was like, The intermittent explosive disorder, I was like, oh, I could see. But that's more of like, I'm going to punch you in the face right now, which he wasn't like physically violent. So there's that.
Okay. You have to watch the Jim Carrey one. It's so good.
I've heard he does a really good job.
He does.
I'm a Jim Carrey fan. Okay, next one. Ready? Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol. Okay. Now, have you ever seen this?
Oh, absolutely.
Have you seen which version? Because there's
like 5 million.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Have you seen all of them?
No, not all of them.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Have you? No.
I'm not. So there's a recent one like within the last like 10, 15 years. I've not seen that one. And then there's like a 40s. I don't know. It's a very old movie. I don't know. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but Ebenezer Scrooge diagnosed with major depressive disorder and bereavement, which checks for the story.
That checks for the story.
Yeah. So because his business partner died, the business partner's ghost visits him and says, 3 spirits are going to come and tell you what's what.
Maybe a little depression with like psychosis.
Right.
Seeing the ghosts.
Right. Because because then they visit these 3 different ghosts come and visit him. It's like Christmas past, Christmas present, Christmas future, I think, something like that. Okay.
Yes.
You're looking at me like, I can't believe you're getting this right.
Why are you so confused?
Well, because I just it's not my and then Tiny Tim is somewhere in there. I don't know. Tim. Something with some guy who doesn't get his pay and
his like secretary.
Yeah, and gets like fired or something.
Because he's like, you have to work on Christmas, and he's like,
right.
Oh, my kids are sick, and
and Ebenezer's like, fuck off.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. So I was like, oh, that checks for the storyline. He's depressed, sad man, take it out on other people.
Yeah, I wonder how he was like before that, because was he always that way?
Well, didn't the second ghost or one of the ghosts of past show that like his fiance left him because he was worked too much or something like that? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
We're doing a really good job at this Christmas
episode. We really are. Now I'm like, is this true?
Well, comment or whatever and say you guys suck.
We'll leave it to you.
Right. Okay, so that was Ebenezer Scrooge. I was like, okay. Third one. Last one for Josh, for helping us out. Henry F. Potter, Mr. Potter in It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, okay.
He is the I don't know what his technical title is in that movie. He's the George Bailey's like the board member of like the Bailey and Sons whatever he runs. He's the guy who like steals the money.
Right.
That's him. Diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder.
Oh.
The argument was that everybody else is wrong and he's correct and he's better than everybody else. And I was like, oh, that checks. And he stole. And I mean, he did steal some money, so I was like, maybe there's a little antisocial in there too. Stealing money.
That makes sense.
It was like at $8,000 or $9,000 or something like that.
Yeah, what was their business? For some reason, I want to say it was cleaning like chimneys, but I don't think that was it.
That's the Mary Poppins.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
No, I think it was like a building company. Like they had like George. It was either a bank or a building. It was like Bailey Brothers Banking or Building or something like that. It's the George Bailey and then his brother, they owned it, but they were having like hard times or something. I've probably seen It's a Wonderful Life the most because it literally plays every single Christmas 1,000 times on a loop. And I probably sat down, watched it all the way through probably twice, but then you catch it every year. And so the plot points of that movie are so confusing because I feel like it's kind of like a Christmas Carol in a way. Yeah. Because what happens is like this money gets stolen, like the George Bailey's brother, I forget what his name is, takes the money, Potter steals it, and then George gets really upset, goes to a bar, gets super drunk, and then tries to kill himself. Right. Which we'll talk about him in a minute because he's one that I think should be on this list. And tries to kill himself, and then this angel in heaven is told, you have to help this guy. You can't get your wings until you help him. So this angel then goes in the river. George jumps in, saves him, and then he shows him like what his life would be like if he didn't exist, which obviously had lots of ramifications, including like his brother would have died because he saved his brother from drowning when they were kids. His wife would have become a spinster. How terrible for her.
Sounds like a great life.
I know. That's what I was hoping to be in life. Right. And then there was one other thing. Oh, the town becomes like Potterville, and it's like run by like nefarious people, and like I mean, and it was this movie was in like the 1940s, so of course yeah, all of that. And so, but Henry Potter was narcissistic. I don't disagree. I mean, he kind of was an ass in the movie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
I see that.
My additions to this list.
Okay.
George Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life, obviously.
Right.
Maybe adjustment disorder. I'm not sure because I was like you can't diagnose somebody with suicidal ideation, but
no,
it's usually a symptom of something else. But he did also get maybe alcohol abuse. I don't know.
Oop, yeah.
Somebody went to a bar, got super drunk,
little
and then was like,
delusion.
I'm going to kill myself because this money is gone. And all of that we already said, like the angel comes to save him. And then he's miraculously happy cured. The angel, saved his life. So he's no more mental illness for him.
Well, as it goes, you have a little break from reality and,
What's your opinion on It's a Wonderful Life? Do you have one?
It's fine. It's okay. I
think it's too long of a movie.
It's too long.
It's so long.
It's got a good
like a 4-hour
message.
It's got a good message, but I think it's a little
but it was
dramatic.
Yeah, it was like the 40s, right? Like they didn't.
Yeah. What's his name?
They didn't have anything else to do.
I don't know the actor's name. He's very famous. He's in a lot of things.
Just don't know his name.
No. I don't know. Stewart. I don't know. His last name is Stewart. I can't remember that much. Last one that I thought of, and then you and I can discuss other ones because we've talked about other ones. Jack Skellington from A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
From the early 90s, 1993.
1993.
Woof.
I know there's the hotly contested. Is it a Halloween movie or is it a Christmas movie?
Yeah, I have seen this movie one time. I will not discuss how many years ago it was, but it was over 10 years ago.
Right.
And I did actually find an article from somebody that I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about how Jack Skellington had possibly had depression, and then I thought diagnosis of phase of life problem, which is a Z code. Because he has the existential crisis of like going to the holiday town. Was it Christmas Town or whatever? Seeing that they do Christmas, wanting to bring that back to Halloween Town, and like not right. That's the plot. That's what I remember. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it not going over well.
Right, and he's like depressed because he's supposed to be the Pumpkin King, and there's got to be more
to life,
right? Than Pumpkin King.
But he keeps forcing it, like it's not working. He keeps forcing it, and then he like kidnaps Santa. And
right, he does.
And he's trying to like make Christmas happen. And, right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Little I don't know, not narcissism, but kind of to be like, no, this is what I'm doing is right. Like,
yeah. I don't know. I don't know that I see it as a Christmas movie. I don't know, but I feel like you can watch it in between Halloween and Christmas and it will be fine.
Good connector.
Fun fact that I did not realize until today when I was doing some research about this. Catherine O'Hara, Moira Rose is Sally.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes.
And then Chris Sarandon is Jack, who he's voiced a lot of different things, but he was married to Susan Sarandon for a long time, famous actress. Mm-hmm. But did not do the singing parts of Jack Skellington. That was the guy who wrote and scored the whole music of that movie. Right. I thought that was interesting.
That's how a lot of things do it. Like the voice,
that's how like Disney did it for a long time.
Yeah. Hardly any of the singers were.
No, and some of them didn't even get credit.
No.
Sidebar. Some of them didn't even get credit for anything.
They didn't. They sure didn't. No,
they didn't. So, I mean, there's some other Christmas characters we've talked about. We discussed lightly Buddy the Elf. It's another one from Elf. I have seen that movie multiple times.
See, I have not. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a Will Ferrell fan. Don't. No. You're not allowed
Delete.
to. No.
No.
There's a long list of things you've never seen. So let's not go there.
Do you know the plot of it, right? Where he's an elf and he's a human person who gets abandoned or something. I can't remember the exact thing. I think he gets taken into an orphanage. He gets adopted by Santa's elves, and then grows up as an elf, but is a normal sized man. So like it's funny in the beginning because like everywhere he is, nothing fits because he's too big. So he's like in a desk at school, and all these little kids are like just sitting there, and he's like giant man. Will Ferrell is just sitting there, and then he wants to go find his real dad because he realizes he's adopted. And so then he goes to New York where his dad lives, finds his dad, who is oh my gosh, a very famous actor. I can't remember. James Caan maybe plays him, and he finds him, but he's still like an elf, and he thinks, nobody believes that he's really an elf. They're like, you're insane. And I'm like, maybe somebody who would see Buddy the Elf would be like, you have delusional disorder.
Right.
Or maybe psychosis.
Like some kind of psychosis.
Right. Mm-hmm. And the big thing is then the dad tries to make him more human and less elf, and he can't really deal with that.
Yeah.
And Buddy's just like perpetually happy all the time. And
yeah. Well, it's maybe a little manic phase.
Yeah, he does. There's a scene where he makes spaghetti and puts like chocolate and like.
Oh God.
Oh, you'd be disgusted. It was
I'm already disgusted.
It was like spaghetti. It was like spaghetti sauce. It was like chocolate, M&Ms, Rice Krispies, marshmallows, and he eats this whole thing. I hate
that.
I love it. Well, I would never do that, but it's funny to watch. The physical comedy is good. So, Buddy the Elf.
Buddy the Elf.
Anybody else you can think of? I'm trying to think of like really famous Christmas movies.
Well, there was A Christmas Story.
Yes, A Christmas Story.
Mm-hmm.
One that I have only seen bits and pieces of. Maybe one time have watched all the way through. It's not my favorite.
No?
No.
Oh, I do like it.
I do like the fragile. The leg thing.
The
fragile. That part is funny to me.
The sexy leg lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was Justin and I went to a pet store recently. Then they have a dog sweater that has the leg on it, and we highly considered purchasing it for Groot.
I think for 1 year for Christmas, I got him like it was like a sexy leg lamp, not like the same size, a smaller one, because he loves that.
I love it.
He loves that movie. It's so good. Why don't you like it?
I don't know if it's the narration of the older version of the kid. Like, I don't know. And I just think it's like, I don't know, the BB gun thing and then sticking your tongue to the pole. That is funny, but I don't know.
I triple dog dare you.
Yeah.
It's very like small town Midwest, which is like where I'm from. So maybe that's why I love it. It's like
it's not a movie that my mom ever liked. So like if she didn't like the movie, we didn't watch it as kids. So there's some other movies for a later day that I could talk about. But
I wouldn't say that I wouldn't diagnose anyone on there, though. I can't think of anyone.
The only thing I can think of is maybe like the parents with the communication issues. Yeah. Maybe just like a little light marriage therapy. I don't know.
Yeah, some light.
some light.
But again, very Midwest of like the mom being like over doting and the dad being completely emotionally detached from everything.
Right. And then and then,
like anger, right? Like
yes.
Very much like good old Indiana boy.
Right.
It was set in Indiana.
Yes, Isn't there a house like somewhere in Indiana that is like a replica of the house?
Probably.
Or is it maybe it's in Ohio?
I don't know.
There's a replica of the house somewhere where like you can go and buy tickets and tour the house and like
see it.
The Family Stone is a good one though too.
Yes. Well, yes, I do love that.
As I mentioned,
I
think, but I don't know that any of them are diagnosable. Lots of maybe family therapy would be good for that family.
Yeah, little family.
Do you want to talk about the plot of that movie?
Yeah. So it's I don't remember the actors. Is it Dermot Mulroney?
Yes.
Who brings his girlfriend home, Sarah Jessica Parker. Say JP.
I actually like that better.
JP. And she's like a high-powered like
New
Yorker, and they are from like upstate New York, right? Like small town, suburban. And they're all kind of just a hot mess,
right?
Diane Keaton. Hi, Diane.
Yes. Is the mom. Yep.
And then you've got
Craig T. Nelson as the dad.
Craig T. Nelson's dad. Rachel McAdams is one of the sisters. Hi, Rachel. And one of the Owens brothers. Oh
my gosh, it's not Owen Wilson. It's Luke Wilson.
Luke Wilson. No, I think it's Owen Wilson.
No, it's Luke.
Is it Luke?
Owen's the blonde one.
Yeah, that right?
No, it's
well.
Luke.
Anyways, it's one of them, and so he's
They're
one
interchangeable.
of the siblings. There's another one. They're not famous, but there's like a gay deaf son.
Yes.
Who's married to a black man.
Yes,
which I love that.
Yes.
And am I missing anyone? I feel like
no, I think that's it. There's some kids. One of them has kids.
Who played Renesmee from Twilight, played the mom. What was her name? Renesmee.
Oh,
the vampire mom.
Esme was
Renesmee was the
daughter. Yeah,
the daughter that
Renee was what's her name's mom. Yeah,
her. So she's the other daughter who has the kids, and she's very pregnant. Anyways, so they bring CJP home, and she just doesn't fit in very well.
No.
And it just antics abound.
Yes. Oh my.
And it's funny, and I think I like it because I did not grow up with a big family. It was just me.
Oh.
I just had no siblings.
Oh, we could talk about that.
And so I just love that because they're all very loving. Like they're dysfunctional.
Oh, they're very dysfunctional.
Very
but
loving and very supportive. And Claire Danes is in it. The amazing, beautiful Claire Danes is in it.
Yeah, isn't she another
CJP's sister?
Yes, that ends up coming because CJP can't stand.
Can't cope.
Yeah, she's like, I'm struggling, and the sister comes.
and more antics.
Right, more
abound.
antics.
I don't want to.
With no spoilies.
No
We won't.
spoilies.
It is a very good movie. Like I said, I have seen it. It's a great movie.
It's a great movie, but yeah, I don't know that anybody.
Just lots of.
Well, I don't want to spoiler alert anything. But probably some bereavement.
Sure.
In there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But other than that, everybody's pretty. I think the one brother likes to smoke doobies every now and then.
That's right.
But
yeah.
you know, who doesn't? I suppose.
Right.
In New York.
Yeah. It's my mom will. If my mom's ever in town, I will invite you over so the two of you guys can watch it and just. My mom loves it. She will put it on and she will watch it over and over.
Yeah.
That is a good one though. The other one that I think of is not necessarily. I mean, I guess it's a Christmas movie, but I don't know. Love Actually. Have you ever seen Love Actually?
If it's a rom-com,
don't talk to me about me not knowing movies.
Okay.
Hater.
I could sit here and list so many movies.
Hater.
No, if it's a rom-com, I don't.
Oh, okay. It is rom-com. It's from the early to mid 2000s, and it's just a bunch of. It kind of started all of those
does it have like Vince Vaughn in it?
No.
Oh.
But it started all of those kind of movies where it was like multiple different storylines happening at the same time, like Valentine's Day and like all of like New Year's Day or whatever.
Yeah.
So the plot of there's multiple different plots, but I mean they're all these stories are woven together. It takes place in England and it's just different. You know, there's a newlywed couple, there's an old married couple with kids, there's a prime minister looking for love. Hugh Grant is in it. It's got a lot of Alan Rickman, Emma Thompson.
Oh.
It's a great movie. There are other people that I cannot
Colin
think.
Firth.
Colin Firth. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Liam Neeson.
That's right. Colin Firth is in it. Yes.
Keira Knightley.
Yes. Keira Knightley. Very young Keira Knightley. Very good.
Thomas Brody.
Yes. The guy who always looks like he's 7 years old, even though he's probably now like 30 something. He plays like a 15. No, he doesn't play 15.
He's 32.
I think in the movie he's supposed to be like 10, and he was like in real life. I think he was like 15.
Yeah, he was.
And he looks 10.
He was in Game of Thrones.
Sure.
Which you've never seen.
Right.
So let's not talk about
I know
I've never seen things because you've never seen
It's too bloody.
Who else?
This episode's just me and you just bickering about movies and who knows more.
You haven't seen Love Actually.
Right. Well, but it's good because it just takes place during the Christmas time and there's just the thread of story. And some of them are related like as brothers and sisters that you don't know that until sort of the end of the movie. But there are some things that probably there's some marital strife, some emotional affairs being had.
Love that.
That maybe marital therapy would be the husband and wife. Emma Thompson. Sorry, spoilies. Emma Thompson and Alan Rickman are married in this movie. Alan Rickman is kind of having a flirtatious situationship-ish thing with his secretary.
Keira Knightley?
No, she's a newlywed. No, and it's this kind of like vampy, sexy, dark-haired, big-boobed like lady.
Sure.
And he buys her a gold heart necklace, and Emma Thompson finds it, thinks it's for her, and on Christmas she does not get it and gets a CD.
Oopsies.
A Joni Mitchell CD.
Well,
and
that's a pretty good.
Well, he's like, you love Joni Mitchell, is your favorite? And she's like, yes, I do. She goes to her and puts the music on and cries. It's very sad. And then like kind of confronts him. They go to their kids' school play. And then kind of confronts him after and is like, is it sex in a necklace? Is it love in a necklace?
Yeah.
Is it?
We're better to confront your partner than at your
after
Christmas play.
Right. That's where I feel like the marital therapy could maybe happen
work
for
on
them.
That communication.
Yeah. That to me, that's another like iconic Christmas movie.
That doesn't sound so bad.
It's not bad. I do think the spin-offs of that movie, I think that is the standard for those multiple woven plot points.
I've seen like New Year's Day.
No,
and
bad.
I think I saw Valentine's Day bad. Terrible. They're both awful.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll give Love Actually a chance.
Love Actually is a good one. It's precious.
Have you this is one that I don't really care about this, but it's a hotly contested if it's a Christmas movie, but Die Hard. Have you seen Die Hard?
I did see Die Hard last Christmas for the very first time.
People say it's a Christmas movie.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it. I've seen like the beginning and then I fell asleep and then I saw the end. Movie. Yeah. So I would not say it's a Christmas movie because it just really happens at Christmas. And I don't know.
I'm with you. I don't think it's a Christmas movie, although it is a very good movie for the time. All the action, cool things that they were doing. Yeah. Bruce Willis, Alan Rickman. There's probably more people in the.
He was a hottie.
Alan Rickman?
No. Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was Fifth Element. Now we're just talking about movies. This has turned into a movie episode, not Christmas.
Canceled.
Christmas.
No.
Probably some anti. Oh.
For the bloopers.
Probably some antisocial.
Sure.
In there with the
Yes.
the thugs.
Yes.
And the whatever they were, mobsters.
German
Rolling in
mobsters,
there.
weren't they?
German
Weren't they
mobsters.
like Hans and Hans Gruber? Wasn't that Alan Rickman?
Hans Gruber, isn't that a
composer?
Isn't
We know so much about Christmas.
We really are.
We're showing
really
how
not
much
doing great.
we're
doing
doing. Any?
Oh, you're right. Hans Gruber.
Yeah, Hans Gruber is the
good
bad
job.
guy. Go me.
Good job.
Any other characters? Any other movies? I can't think of any.
I can't
there's the
either.
cartoon movies, but I don't think.
Yeah, I feel like you can't. Well, you could. I think I read an article one time on some of the old like stop motion claymation ones,
Oh.
like Rudolph and
Good.
all of those.
Good one. I've seen it.
There's something about like the Isle of Toy, like the Isle of
Misfit Toys.
Toys. There's something there where I don't remember what it was now, but they had like hoarding disorder, like someone had hoarding and
Right.
put all the toys there.
One of our friend Josh, who we credited earlier, one of his one that he said that I wasn't 100% sold on was Professor Hinkle in Frosty the Snowman, the old animated version, because he's a kleptomaniac because he wants to steal the hat. But I don't feel like that's kleptomania. I think that's just you're stealing a hat because you think it's magic.
Magical. Yeah.
And he's a
Kinda
bad
makes sense.
magician.
Yeah. What about Santa?
Oh, Mr. King of the B&Es.
Doing some B&Es. I mean, B&E to give you stuff,
Maybe-
but
I don't want to like do a trigger warning, but sometimes I think binge eating disorder. This man is eating cookies in
that's
every
true.
house.
All night. Mm-hmm.
Milk and cookies.
Milk and cookies. I don't know.
I feel like your tummy would hurt after a while.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he's got a red nose. Like maybe he's doing a little,
I was thinking the alk,
Oh, well.
the drinks, because
I mean,
turns
how do you
red.
stay warm? How do you stay warm as
Right.
you're flying through the
brandy and
air?
whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, he can't be drinking all that milk straight. You know he's putting a little something in it.
Yeah.
Little Baileys.
Yeah.
Little something.
Of course.
Mm.
Well,
Wow.
I guess that's what we'll take a break
We'll take a break.
and we'll come back and I want to ask you a question.
Oh,
And then we'll do a Christmas fetch or flop.
perfect. Wonderful. We'll be right back. Ho, ho, ho.
Merry
Welcome
Christmas.
back.
Sound like I've smoked a packy for the rest of my life.
Welcome back, kids.
I have a Christmas related question for
Okay.
you.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite reindeer? You know, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
I have to say Vixen.
Care to explain?
No,
Just the name?
just love the name.
I think Rudolph's my favorite. Of course.
I mean,
I do like Comet. Comet's one of my favorites. Oh, a movie that we didn't talk about, maybe an episode for another day, maybe next Christmas we can talk about it, would be The Santa Claus. Great Christmas.
Oh, no. So sorry. Not a fan. Not a Tim Allen fan. So sorry.
Hitting that cancel button so hard. It's broken.
Again, let's go through the ones you've not seen.
There's going to be an episode where you're going to be like, I'll get ready for this episode. Don't worry, Jackie. And then I'll come in and it'll just be like lists of movies. And it's like, you have to say whether you've watched it or not.
And it will be no.
And if you
no.
have watched it, you have to explain the whole plot with no mistakes. That'd be really funny,
That
actually.
actually sounds like a great episode.
That'd be hilarious.
I love
Okay.
that. I love that.
Are you ready for Fetch or Flop?
Yes.
Christmas edition?
Yes.
I have some interesting ones.
Okay.
These are not themed in any way, shape, or form. These are just things that I thought about that it's Christmas. And I
Okay.
just wanted to
Okay.
know your thoughts.
Oh, perfect.
Fetch or Flop. Christmas sugar cookies. So the ones that everybody makes. Your face.
Well, so my grandma makes the best.
Sure.
So hers are fetch. It just kind of depends on what they are, though. So grandma's sugar cookies, fetch. Other people's, fine. It just kind of depends.
I would say fine. I really think it depends on what you're making.
Yeah.
We used to make them and then decorate them growing up. So I'd just pour sugar all over them and then yeah.
No, my grandma does the sugar cookie and then she decorates, like some are like ornaments and trees. And
yeah, my mom used to be like, we'd have all the, yep, I God. Okay, next one. Christmas cards. Your race.
I have to go.
It's okay. Well, be true to your heart.
I would say fine. I have to go fine. Again, it depends. Like if it's just like a cute little card where you're just like Merry Christmas or whatever. If it's like your fucking family wearing matching sweaters, I don't give a shit about that. Don't send me that. I don't want that. Unless it's like the two of you and Groot. Like I'll take that. Like I'll take that. But if it's like your kids, your whole, I don't want to see that.
It's like a very structured family photo shoot. You know? I think Christmas cards are fine. Yeah. I actually think this is probably the first year that Justin and I are not going to do Christmas cards because we just are not doing that.
I'm going to because I bought some on clearance last year, so now I have them.
That's nice.
But I also like to sit at home and do nothing, so that sounds like a lot to like get out the cards, figure out who I'm giving them to.
We typically like to do like a picture of us on a vacation from that year, and then like maybe another like nicer looking picture, and then we do like a picture or two of Groot. And so it's like, I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about that.
He would love it. You would probably just like take a Sharpie and cross Justin and I out. And just
I would probably be like, oh, here's these. And then I would throw yours away and just put Groot on the fridge or something.
Yeah. He's the star.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. The next two are similar.
Okay.
So you just have to say fetch or flop. You cannot elaborate until the other.
I'm not good at
until we're done with it. Ready?
Okay.
Angel is a tree topper.
Flop.
Star is a tree topper.
Yeah. Fine.
What do you put on top of your trees?
Stars.
You're like,
but
fine.
I wouldn't say they're fetch. I'm not like, yes, star. But angels flop. Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, Jesus.
He's listening. He's not happy.
That's fine. I'm sure that's the least thing that I've done recently that he's unhappy with. Let's be real. I don't
think you're on his hit list right now. I'm sure there are a lot of other things happening in this world.
Probably.
Correct.
No, it depends. I know I'm not good at this because I have to dive deep into it, but it depends on what kind of star.
No, you're fine to do it now. I just didn't want you to be like, angel flop. Oh, I like stars because I'm stupid. But
no, yeah, I put stars on mine.
I think stars look
They need to
better.
match. They need to match though. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Well, so I have several trees, but the one that I put in here, that's my huge tree.
Right.
It's gigantic, and then it has like the flocking on it, so it looks like it's got snow on it. Oh. And then I decorate it with like poinsettia garland that has like pine cones and berries and stuff. So the star is like made of twigs and berries. So it's not just some $5 general star.
I think stars look better.
I agree.
I've had the
what
same
else
star.
do you put on there?
I don't know. I've only growing up, it was an angel. My mom had this like very old ceramic angel thing, and then when I got my own place, I did a star. And I had this Target star topper for years. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one, Christmas carols.
Like caroling or just like Christmas songs?
Like caroling, like little children knocking on your door.
Flop. Flop, 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 flop. No. No, thank you.
You're like, get away.
Get away from me.
You look at your people and you're like, nope.
Not home. So sorry.
Yeah, I don't like the Christmas caroling stuff. It is a flop for me.
I like Christmas songs, but I don't want people singing them to me.
On that same note, Christmas music being played in December and or way before Christmas, October, November. We have talked a little bit about this.
Yes, I have very strict rules. No Christmas until after Thanksgiving.
I'm the same way. It's a flop.
People playing in August, get out of here. Flop.
I will say though, I didn't feel like there was a whole lot of pre-Christmas music before the season of this year, personally.
I don't know. I don't really listen to like the radio or anything, so I haven't noticed.
I do sometimes, but I've not noticed anything.
Christmas things always come up early in the stores, right? Like Christmas has been up since like they put Halloween up, basically, which I don't care for, but
yeah.
I don't know.
That's a fetch or flop.
But no, don't be playing that before it's Christmas.
No, I'm the same way. That's fetch or flop.
I
Christmas
love it.
edition.
I love it.
I had to know your opinion on angel or star tree topper.
Well,
that was the first thing I thought of when I thought of tree first fetch or
You
flop. I was like, I have to know. I know. I figured it was probably gonna be a star, but
no angels.
Other people do.
I don't know.
I wonder if other cultures put different, or other countries or cultures put different things on top.
Maybe. I know my parents used to have this topper. It like looked like, I don't know, it was kind of flat. And it just looked like a little town, and then like Santa would like rotate on this disc, and so it looked like he was flying over the town, and then he'd go away, and then he'd come back up, and he was flying away. Oh, that was cute. I liked that.
I like that.
But yeah, I don't know what else you can do. I guess no tree toppers.
I guess.
Which seems
like
a bow.
Justin is showing us pictures of other tree toppers. It's like a bow, a wreath. A hat.
That's cute, a hat.
Actually, I like that. A cardinal.
No.
I don't like that. Oh,
not that. That's like
an elf
like
humping the tree.
No.
We can't have that. Jesus can't see that.
No. Jesus doesn't like gnomes. No. So sorry.
A fun story about my childhood. My mom has a whole, actually it's a very nice, ceramic nativity scene. Mm-hmm. And the manger had to be empty until Christmas Eve. And then the actual baby Jesus.
That's very Catholic.
Yeah, yes. Oh.
That's very
Yes,
Catholic.
raised Catholic, yes. Mm-hmm,
that makes complete sense.
And there was a little hut thing of the wherever they were having the baby. And there was a little thing at the top where you could put the baby Jesus. And sometimes I would try to put it out before Christmas. So my mom would be like, no.
He's not born yet.
Yes. That's exactly what she would say. He is not born yet. We cannot have that.
It's like this is a little ceramic figure.
Yes.
We're fine. I love that.
It was cute.
No, I was raised Methodist, so grandma just put it all. Well, she has manger scenes out, year round.
As Catholics, it's
no,
rough.
Sacrilegious.
So
don't you dare put that little ceramic baby Jesus out.
Right.
Before he's born.
On that note,
we
hope you all have a great, wonderful holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate.
All of it. What's that Adam Sandler song? Happy Chrismahanukawanzakah.
Chrismahanukawanzakah? No,
Chrismahanukawanzakah.
that's the OC from many years ago.
I don't know. Whatever Adam Sandler sings, go look it up and enjoy. And we hope to see you in the new year. See you next year.
Don't you want to slap people who do that?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, stay tired
and petty.